During the last year, the world of anime has been taken by a storm by solo leveling. The anime adaptation of the Korean manhwa by the same name. In its 25 episode run, this show has already been nominated as Anime of the Year, has the fastest episode to reach 100,000 likes, and it even surpassed One Piece as the most popular anime on Crunchyroll. What? I have little to no clue of what this show is about, but I can already tell you this is the clearest case of overhyping. I understand that with the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, and My Hero Academia, the world of shonen needs a new anime that will fill the void that these shows are leaving behind. But Solo Leveling can't be that good. And to prove this, I am going to watch all of it in one sitting. This will give me the knowledge to determine if this show deserves the amount of praise that it's getting, and if it could possibly take a spot as one of the next big three. Nothing could have prepared me for what I was about to experience.
Alright everyone, we're back at it again, watching a series in one sitting. This one is a little bit shorter, so we should be able to get it in one sitting. It is currently 9:30 a.m. April 10th. I'm not particularly excited for this one because I think it's just getting overhyped at the moment, like it happened with Demon Slayer at its time, which deserves it a little bit. It also happened with Tokyo Revengers, which is I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it's time to get started with Solo Leveling. Let's go.
The last time I made a video like this, I watched all of Neon Genesis Evangelion in a day, which sucked because of how packed that show is. But Solo Leveling is not that at all. This is a very straightforward story that follows Jinwoo, a guy that everyone calls the weakest hunter in a world where powerful hunters fight to protect the world from mysterious gates that started showing up around 10 years ago. Hunters are ranked from S to E level, and they make money from the loot they find in the raids. And my boy Jinwoo is the weakest E rank hunter there is, but he has to pay for his sick mom's treatment and his sister's education, so he keeps showing up to raids to make ends meet. One day, his raid encounters a secret dungeon with a test that only he defeats, which gives him the power to level up just like in a video game.
Yeah! I'm starting episode 2. Episode 1 was very cookie cutter adventure. I am not a fan of medieval quest stuff. And I feel like I've seen this premise 1,000 times before, but I'm gonna wait until episode 4 to give you my first thoughts on the show. I'll see you then.
So far, I already felt like this show took heavy inspiration from stories like Hunter x Hunter and My Hero Academia, but I was willing to be proven wrong because there's no way a show can get so popular from copying others. So after waking up this new ability, Jinwoo starts learning the ins and outs of the system, which gives him daily quests, rewards, and items of different rarity. Just like in a video game.
Look who it is. Maroon, he looks like he's off to the club.
Very funny, Paulie. I already know clubbing is haram.
This of course makes Jinwoo special because in this world, once your rank as a hunter is assessed, it can never change. So after some very much needed leveling up, he enters a dungeon full of beasts that would have clapped his cheeks a couple days ago, but now he can beat them and level up in the process.
Okay, I just finished watching episode 4, and I'll honestly say this is peak. No, I'm honestly getting switched up on Solo Leveling. I didn't know anything before this. It's very exciting to see how he's tackling this new ability he has of leveling up like video games, and where he is putting his points and his experience. I guess if you are someone that has played video games before, you will really enjoy this. In my personal case, it's making me very nostalgic of my days playing God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok. I really want to go play those again now that I'm watching this show. Episode 4 really switched me up to what the first 3 episodes had been. It was very formulaic. Oh yeah, I have a sick mom, I have a sister, this and that, I'm weak, I have to be strong. And episode 4 was more of that, but better executed in my opinion. The animation is great, the pacing is great. I hope they carry this over and expand it for the rest of the show. And honestly, I do understand why it is so popular, but I hope they don't ruin it. We have to continue and see. What the hell? Spanish speakers, what the hell is this?
Pene.
Honestly, I'm very glad that I chose to do this show in one sitting because I feel like the story is not amazing enough for me to come back to it on a weekly schedule. So this was my day to have mindless fun with Solo Leveling. After episode 4, Jinwoo becomes the ultimate aura farmer, and automatically all the girls are thirsting over him. He still needs to behave as an E rank, even though he may as well be B or A rank at this point, and he gets on different quests that give us consistently great fights. He fights some people that were going to kill him, he keeps leveling up, and eventually he gets another dungeon key to a hell-like dungeon, where he can get a potion to heal his mom after defeating the dungeon boss. But he gets clapped by the Cerberus and swears to train more to come back for the potion. And then he fights and kills a B rank hunter, which was pretty hype, I'm not gonna lie.
The
2:15. I just finished episode 8. It's been slowly losing me a little bit, but it's still very, very entertaining. And the way that Jinwoo goes through leveling up, finding new things, discovering abilities is still very interesting. I love it so much. I thought it was a cookie cutter premise, but it is very creative in the way that it is applied for this show. So I'm going to eat some lunch, finish season 1, and jump straight into season 2. But before season 2, I got to watch the redeeming arc of season 1, which was losing my interest slowly with each new episode that I watched. Episodes 11 and 12 are the actual definition of visual cocaine. Jinwoo gets a new mysterious task which spawns him in a castle full of knights that have similar abilities to all the enemies he fought in previous episodes. But then he has to fight this red knight dude, and being absolutely honest, this fight is one of the best fights in anime I've seen in the last couple months. I feel like I'm overdosing on dopamine right now, and this is not even the season finale, so I'm very excited. Okiro. Oof. What a ride. Season 1 is done. I have nothing but good things to say about this show, honestly. I felt like it was getting overhyped because I saw a couple things on Twitter and I got really offended when it surpassed One Piece on Crunchyroll. But I mean, One Piece was on a break and this is a really, really good show. I feel like it has all the things that I like about Demon Slayer, which is great animation, cool style. This one has a style that it takes a little bit more getting used to it, but it's still really cool. In contrast to Demon Slayer, I do feel like the show is very much like to the point, not wasting our times. You do get a little like some moments of downtime, maybe an episode, but it's just adding rules to the world and more lore, adding characters and stakes, and then you get those peaks of extreme dopamine. Jinwoo just got the ability to be the necromancer and tame the fucking Red Knight. That was amazing. I thought I still had one more episode in the season, but that's how it ends. Bro just becomes the most broken character ever. And I am very excited to see how much more he's going to level up in season 2. Let's go.
Starting with season 2, I was worried about how much more hype moments we could get from the same gimmick of leveling up, which is very cool in its own right, but I felt like it would get really old if that was all there was to this show. Luckily, season 2 does add a little bit more intrigue into the world. We learn that the beasts in the dungeons might be programmed by someone else to kill humans, and we keep cutting to scenes of the S-rank hunters planning to return to this island they failed to protect some time ago. But like I dreaded, the main attraction is still Jinwoo leveling up, which is cool and all, but no one else is on his level anymore, and that makes the stakes lower and the show less engaging. Still, I was on the best mindset to just have fun with it, and the show delivered.
Whoa, what the fuck is this? Episode 15, that's like season 2, episode 3. This guy appeared out of a gate after being in the gate for like 10 years, and we just saw that it's Jinwoo's father. I'm really intrigued, and I really hope that we get to see a human that's a lot stronger than Jinwoo soon, because bro is so broken right now.
Yeah, that doesn't happen, and we don't see Jinwoo's father again until the end of the season for like a split second. But what does happen is that Jinwoo defeats the strongest orc wizard in existence, and the S-rank hunter everyone has a crush on falls in love with him.
You can't keep getting away with this! You can't keep getting away with it!
And now, he's finally strong enough to go to the Hell Dungeon. Now his army has bears, knights, orcs, mages, whatever you can think of, he can do now. He defeats the Demon King in a really cool fight, again, and is finally able to wake up her mom from the coma that she was under. Which is secondary, because bro got a fucking soul dragon now. And since he can no longer hide the fact that he's not an E-rank hunter anymore, he goes to get his rank reassessed, and bro breaks the machine.
Let's fucking go! My boy just got his shit reassessed. He's S-rank now.
So now everything is pretty much perfect in bro's life. His mom is back, he's a rich and famous S-rank hunter, he's got all the Huz after him, all the other guilds want to hire him, but Jinwoo stays humble and peaceful. He's the aura farmer. But sadly, this is when the show lost me. Remember that island all the S-rank hunters wanted to go to? Well, it's full of ants that protect an ant queen, whose sole purpose is to create the strongest creature in the world to make him the Ant King, which is the most phaseless copy of the Chimera Ant arc from Hunter x Hunter I could have ever imagined.
I would like to know why Solo Leveling needs to copy Hunter x Hunter. I was getting a lot of Hunter x Hunter vibes from the beginning with, of course, hunters and the ants and everything, but this episode was just very clear that they're copying Chimera Ant. I don't know where they're going to take this, but I feel a little bit betrayed that they couldn't give us an original arc.
And honestly, I couldn't tell you where they took it because the disappointment sent me straight to bed.
Alright, it's 11:18. I'm not 100% done yet. I'm missing 3 episodes, but this whole Walmart Chimera Ant thing is really destroying me. I'm gonna close my eyes for a second and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, currently 8:16 a.m. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to finish before 9:20, so I'll still be succeeding in the 24-hour challenge. I'm pretty sure that I didn't plug my microphone for everything that I said yesterday, so I hope it doesn't sound like shit. Basically, I went to bed with a bad taste of mouth for the show after it copied Hunter x Hunter so bad. But it's 3 more episodes. I'm dying to see how they're going to resolve this in a creative way. Let's go.
Well, as it turns out, they kinda only used the premise as setup for another hype fight between Jinwoo and the Ant King. All the other S-rank hunters are getting destroyed by it, and Jinwoo hops on the game real quick and takes him down. And that fight was super cool as well. Again. And then Jinwoo gets to solo that guy and a bunch of all the other ants as well. And that, my friends, is pretty much how season 2 of Solo Leveling ends. So now that we've seen the show, it's time to answer some of our questions. Is Solo Leveling overrated? It kinda is, honestly. I mean, it is a lot of fun, but it's mindless fun. It's getting hard carried by the animation and the fights like most series nowadays, but I think the series is aware of this and doesn't waste our time with sentimental moments that no one will care about. Will Solo Leveling be a part of the next big 3? I don't think so. I guess we'll have to wait for season 3 and see how much bigger this show will get, but the truth is that the lack of stakes for Jinwoo makes me think that this series won't last that much longer. When compared to My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, and Jujutsu Kaisen, I think I liked it a little bit more than 2 out of the last big 3. But I think the storytelling and style of this show make everything outside of the fights really forgettable. And that's why if I had to rate Solo Leveling, I would give it a very generous 7 out of 10. There's a lot of leveling up left to do.
9:21 a.m. I think it's exactly 24 hours since I started. I just finished and I don't know. I feel a little bit empty. I'm not gonna lie, I did have a lot of fun. The show is just very well choreographed, very well animated, very well everything. There's not a lot of depth to what happens in this story aside from Jinwoo having to fight a stronger and stronger rival every time and getting leveled up from that. But it's a fun gimmick, so nothing wrong to say about the show. Knowing what the show is, if you want to watch it, please go for it. You're not gonna get a very deep story or layers to the narrative. You're gonna get amazing action, hype moments, and that's about it. But it's very fun. With that said, let me know if you've seen Solo Leveling, if you liked it, and if you have any recommendations that are around this realm of just mindless action, which is very fun from time to time. It's been a pleasure having you here as always. If you liked the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.